Yes, welcome back to YPM Geography classes. അല്ലയോ ടെൻസിങ്ങെ, താങ്കളെ ആരാണ് ഇങ്ങോട്ട് വിളിച്ചത്? ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു ചോദ്യം ടെൻസിങ് അഭിമുഖീകരിച്ചതാണ്. 1953 മെയ് 29 എന്നുള്ള ദിവസം ലോക ചരിത്രത്തിൽ ഇന്നും വളരെയേറെ അറിയപ്പെടുന്ന ഒരു സംഭവ ദിവസമാണ്. സമുദ്രനിരപ്പിൽ നിന്നും ഏകദേശം 8848 മീറ്റർ ഉയരത്തിലും 29,029 അടി ഉയരത്തിലും കിടക്കുന്ന എവറസ്റ്റിന്റെ നെറുകയിലേക്ക് ചെന്ന ഒരു വ്യക്തിയായിരുന്നു ടെൻസിങ് നോർഗെ. അദ്ദേഹത്തിന്റെ കൂടെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നത് ഹെർമണ്ട് ഹിലാരി. ആകാശമുട്ടെ ഉയർന്നിരിക്കുന്ന ഈ കൊടുമുടിയുടെ ശക്തമായ തണുപ്പും അതോടെ കുത്തനെയുള്ള പർവ്വതത്തിന്റെ ഈ നെറുകയിലേക്ക് ഒരു പക്ഷിക്ക് പോലും പറക്കാൻ സാധ്യമാവാത്ത അത്രയും ഉയരത്തിൽ ആകാശം മുട്ടി നിൽക്കുന്ന ഈ കൊടുമുടിയിലേക്ക് കാലെടുത്ത് വെച്ച വ്യക്തികളായിരുന്നു ഒന്ന് ടെൻസിങ് നോർഗെയും മറ്റൊന്ന് ഹെർമണ്ട് ഹിലാരിയും. ഈ ഒരു പർവ്വതത്തിന്റെ മുകളിലേക്ക്, ഈ ഒരു കൊടുമുടിയുടെ മുകളിലേക്ക് കയറാൻ വേണ്ടി വർഷങ്ങളോളം ലഭിച്ച അറിവുകളും സമ്പാദിച്ചുകൊണ്ടായിരുന്നു ഈ ഒരു പർവ്വതത്തിന്റെ മുകളിലേക്ക് അവരെ കടന്നു ചെത്തിയിരുന്നത്. ടെൻസിങ്ങിന്റെ അവസാനത്തെ യാത്രയിൽ പരിചയപ്പെട്ട വ്യക്തിയാണ് ഹെർമണ്ട് ഹിലാരി. ഇതിനു മുമ്പ് ടെൻസിങ് ഇതിന്റെ മുകളിലേക്ക് പല തവണ കയറിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. കൂടെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്ന പല ആളുകളും ആ പർവ്വതത്തിന്റെ മുകളിലേക്ക് കയറുന്ന വഴി മധ്യയിൽ വെച്ച് ശക്തമായ ചൂളം വിളിച്ച് കടന്നു വരുന്ന കൊടുങ്കാറ്റിന്റെയും ശീതക്കാറ്റിന്റെയും മുമ്പിൽ പതറാതെ ഓരോ അടിയും മുന്നോട്ട് കയറിയപ്പോഴും ഈ എവറസ്റ്റിനെ കീഴടക്കണമെന്നുള്ള ലക്ഷ്യത്തോടു കൂടി മാത്രമായിരുന്നു. ഓരോ ക്യാമ്പിൽ നിന്നും മറ്റൊരു ക്യാമ്പിലേക്ക് കയറിയപ്പോൾ കൂടെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്ന ആളുകൾ അതിശക്തമായ തണുപ്പിലും അതോടൊപ്പം തന്നെ കൊടുങ്കാറ്റിലും അകപ്പെട്ടുകൊണ്ട് സഹിക്കാൻ കഴിയാതെ അവര് തളർന്ന് മരിക്കുന്ന സംഭവം കണ്ടിട്ട് പതറാതെ മുന്നോട്ട് പോയ ഒരു സഞ്ചാരിയായിരുന്നു ടെൻസിങ്. പല തവണ എവറസ്റ്റിന്റെ നെറുകയിലേക്ക് കയറാൻ ശ്രമിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. എന്നാൽ 77,000 മീറ്റർ ഉയരത്തിൽ തന്റെ 6ാമത്തെ ദൗത്യത്തിൽ എത്തിയപ്പോൾ കൂടെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്ന സഹപ്രവർത്തകൻ ശക്തമായ കാറ്റിലും ശക്തമായ മർവ്യത്യാസത്തിന്റെ ഫലമായിട്ടും ശ്വാസം കിട്ടാതെയും മൂക്കിലൂടെ രക്തമൊഴിക്കൊണ്ടും അദ്ദേഹം കൺമുന്നിൽ മരിച്ചു വീഴുന്ന രംഗം കണ്ടപ്പോൾ കവിളിലൂടെ താഴോട്ട് ഉരുണ്ടു വരുമ്പോഴേക്കും അത് ഐസാകുന്ന തരത്തിലുള്ള മരവിച്ച തണുപ്പിൽ ഈ മരണത്തെ മുഖാമുഖം കണ്ടുകൊണ്ടായിരുന്നു ടെൻസിങ് യാത്ര വന്നത്. എന്നാൽ ഏകദേശം 27,000 അടി ഉയരത്തിൽ എത്തിയപ്പോൾ ഒരിക്കൽ കൂടി അദ്ദേഹത്തിന് ആ ദൗത്യം പൂർത്തീകരിക്കാനാവാതെ വീണ്ടും താഴോട്ട് ഇറങ്ങുകയുണ്ടായി. അവസാനത്തെ ശ്രമത്തിൽ ഹെർമണ്ട് ഹിലാരി എന്നറിയപ്പെടുന്ന പർവ്വതാരോഹനെ കണ്ടുമുട്ടുകയാണ്. അദ്ദേഹവുമായിട്ട് വീണ്ടും യാത്ര നടത്തുന്നു. അവസാനം ഇതേപോലുള്ള കാറ്റുകളും മർദ്ദവ്യത്യാസവും അതോടൊപ്പം തന്നെ ശ്വാസതടസ്സവും അനുഭവപ്പെട്ടുകൊണ്ട് വീണ്ടും മുകളിലേക്ക് കയറി അവസാനം 1953 മെയ് 29 ആ പർവ്വതത്തിന്റെ ശിഖരത്തിൽ വെച്ച് അവര് തങ്ങളുടെ ദൗത്യം പൂർത്തീകരിച്ച് വിജയം പ്രഖ്യാപിക്കുകയാണ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ ഈ ഒരു കൊടുമുടിയിലേക്ക് സമുദ്രനിരപ്പിൽ നിന്നും 8848 മീറ്റർ ഉയരത്തിൽ കിടക്കുന്ന ഈ പർവ്വതത്തിന്റെ മുകളിലും അതിശക്തമായ കൊടുങ്കാറ്റും തണുപ്പും അതോടെ മർദ്ദവ്യത്യാസവും അനുഭവപ്പെടുന്നത് ഈ ഒരു അനുഭവത്തിലൂടെ നിങ്ങളുമായിട്ട് പങ്കുവെച്ചതാണ്. ഈ ഒരു കഥ ഞാൻ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് നൽകിയത് നമുക്ക് ഇന്ന് ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്ന ചാപ്റ്ററും ഇത്തരം സംഭവങ്ങളുമായി, ഇത്തരം പ്രതിഭാസങ്ങളുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട ഒരു ചാപ്റ്ററാണ്. കാറ്റുകളെക്കുറിച്ചും മർദ്ദത്തെക്കുറിച്ചും വിശകലനം ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരു പാഠഭാഗത്തിലേക്കാണ് നമ്മൾ ഇന്ന് ഈ വീഡിയോയിൽ ചർച്ച ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നത്. ടുഡേ we are going to discuss the second chapter in geography. The name was In the Search of the Source of the Wind. What is that? How is the title of the second chapter? In the search of the source of the wind. We have already heard that an experience of the mountaineers, the Tenzing, who is suffering the wind and atmospheric pressure while he traveling the mountaineers in Everest. Then, in this chapter, deals with the two concepts. In the search of the source of the wind, the chapter deals with the two concepts. What are the two concepts? The first part of this chapter considered as atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure. The second area of this chapter discussing various wind, types of the wind and the effect and the role of the wind in the surface of the earth. So we can discuss in atmospheric pressure, the concept atmospheric pressure we can detail in one by one. There are many subtopics are included in the concept. Is the atmospheric pressure, it has a many subtopics are. What are the subtopics included the part of area atmospheric pressure? The subtopic first subtopic is atmospheric pressure. Then next instrument to measuring instrument of atmospheric pressure, the units of atmospheric pressure, high pressure and low pressure. Then also isobar, factors that influencing atmospheric pressure changes. Then there are the three factors. First one, temperature, then altitudes and also the humidity. These are the main subtopics in the atmospheric pressure. Now we are going to discuss in subtopics one by one in detail. Okay, the first one. Before going to discuss in subtopic and atmospheric pressure, we have to know that you have learned that atmosphere. Do you know what is that atmosphere? Yes. You have already learned your previous year, 9th standard, what is the atmosphere. Am I right? Yes. What is the component, what is the particles, what is the height of the atmosphere, what are the layers of the atmosphere, what is the role of the atmosphere, you know very well. Let us discuss just now what is the atmosphere. The atmosphere is the layer of the gases. Atmosphere is the layer of gases. We can see that with the help of the picture. Here is that earth. So here is that over the surface of the earth there is a many gases. It surround over the surface of the earth. That is atmosphere. What is atmosphere? Atmosphere is the layer of the gases that surround over the surface of the earth. That is a atmosphere. We can say another way. What is that? Atmosphere is the blanket of the gases that surround over the surface of the earth. It is called a atmosphere air. The atmosphere air contains many particles. What are the particles in contains of the atmospheric air? First one, gases, then dust and water vapor, clouds. These are the particles of the atmosphere air. Atmospheric air stays near the surface of the earth approximately, what is that, above 10,000 kilometer over the surface of the earth. This atmospheric air stays near the surface of the earth. It is approximately about 10,000 kilometer from the surface of the earth. So it has many particles. I have already said to you that. What are the particles? Gases and dust and water vapor and clouds are the particles. So it has a feel that why does it stay near the over the surface of earth? Because of the gravitational pull of the earth. Here is the many particles of the air. The air feels that weight due to the gravitational force. Due to the gravitational attraction of the earth, the air feels that weight. The pressure is, the air pressure is leads to the weight. The weight of the air is called atmospheric pressure. The weight of the air is called atmospheric pressure. Just like every object over the surface of the earth is on a weight. An example, it is a pen. It has a specific weight. I think that it is a 20 or 25 gram. You have also specific weight 40 or 50, 45 kilogram, and then I also have weight. Like that, over the surface of earth we can see many gases and air. It feels that weight. The air has a weight. The weight of the air is atmospheric pressure. The air pressure is exerted by the atmosphere. The air pressure is exerted by atmosphere on the surface of the earth is 1034 gram per centimeter square. The exerted weight of the atmospheric air is known as the atmospheric pressure. How does it calculate? How does atmospheric pressure calculate? We can measure the atmospheric pressure with the help of an instrument and device. The device known as a barometer. We want to check the atmospheric pressure with the help of the mercury barometer. The mercury level reaches the 76 centimeter on the mercury gas tube. It will be shows the atmosphere pressure will be 1030.2 hectopascal or millibar. It is the sea level atmosphere pressure in a normal condition. Here is that two terms. First one is high pressure, the second one is low pressure. The two regions atmosphere pressure are written on here. First, in this region experience 1000 hectopascal. Another place experience 500 hectopascal. Here is a high atmospheric pressure. Here is a low atmospheric pressure. It means if the atmospheric pressure of in a region higher than that of the surrounding region, it is called a high pressure. If the atmospheric pressure of an area is higher than of the other area, other surrounding region, it is known as a high pressure. And vice versa. What is that? Low pressure. What is the low pressure? Low pressure means that if the atmosphere pressure is of an area that is lower than that of the surrounding region, that is called lower pressure. Once again, please. If the atmosphere pressure of an area lower than that of the surrounding region, it is called lower pressure. Next, here is that an isobar. You have already learned that isotherm, am I right? And contour line. These are the line we can see on the map. We cannot see on the surface of the earth such like that lines. Here is that isobar. Isobar means that is a line. A line. An imaginary line that joining two places having same atmospheric pressure. Let me see that. Here is experience 1000 hectopascal. Here also experience 1000. Both places experience the same atmospheric pressure. So what is that isobar? An isobar is that imaginary line that joining two places having equal atmospheric pressure. That is called a isobar. Once again, please. Isobar is an imaginary line that can be seen on the map. An imaginary line joining two places having same atmospheric pressure. That is called a isobar. Already said that the atmospheric pressure is not the same all over the world. Atmospheric pressure is not the same all over the world because some factors are influencing change in the atmosphere in the surface of the earth. What are the factors? We are going to discuss one by one. There are three factors. First one, altitudes, then temperature, then humidity. Altitudes, temperature and humidity, these are the main factor to changing the atmospheric pressure. How the surface of the earth is not a same manner everywhere. Some places are seen that plain area. Some of them the deepest area. Other places can be seen that altitude or highest region in the surface. So it will change the atmosphere pressure. The variation of the surface of the earth, it will be change the atmosphere pressure. What is the relation between the altitudes and atmospheric pressure? We can see that in detail. Okay, they are inversely proportional. Altitudes and atmospheric pressure are inversely proportional. How does it affect the atmosphere changes? Pressure changes. Altitude and atmosphere pressure are inversely proportional. The atmosphere decreases with altitude. The atmosphere pressure is decreases with altitude. It means that atmosphere pressure decreases at the rate of 1 millibar with the altitude of 10 meters. The atmosphere pressure decreases at the rate of 1 millibar with the altitude of the 10 meters. Have you got it? Atmosphere at altitude and atmosphere pressure inversely proportional. When the altitude is increases, the atmosphere pressure will be decreases. Then altitude increases, the atmosphere pressure will be decreases. The altitude is the decreases, then atmosphere pressure will be increases. So we can say that it is proved that altitude and atmosphere pressure are inversely proportional. Okay, we can see the with the help of an example. At the sea level, what is that? 1030.2 hectopascal at the sea level. When we goes to altitude region, the atmosphere pressure will be decreases or low pressure. What is the reason? The atmosphere pressure will be decreases at the rate of 1 hectopascal with the altitude of the 10 meters. Each 10 meters, the atmosphere pressure will be decreases. What is the reason? Because the rarefication of the air in the top of the region or altitude region. Air, it will be change the atmosphere pressure in the top of the mountain or highest area of the earth. Okay, let me see that in example in detail. Here is experience. Suppose here is experience plain area. The sea level of the earth experienced 1000 hectopascal atmosphere. When we goes to each 10 meters of the height at the sea level, the 1 hectopascal atmosphere pressure will be decreases. Here is that 1000, here is that 1000 hectopascal. When we goes to 10 meters of the altitude region, what will be the atmosphere pressure? The atmosphere pressure will be decreases at the 1 hectopascal each 10 meters. Here is 99 hectopascal. Okay. When we goes to another 10 meters of this region, what happened? 10 meters. Once again, the atmosphere pressure will be decreases 1 hectopascal also. So, what will be the atmosphere pressure will be 98 hectopascal. Then another 10 meters go upward. What will be the atmosphere pressure? And also one of the hectopascal will be decreases here. What is that? 97 hectopascal. Then one more 10 meters of this region. Again 1 hectopascal decreases in each 10 meters. So here is the 96. Each 10 meters going upwards at the rate of the 1 hectopascal will be decreases. What is the reason for decreasing the atmosphere pressure when we goes to altitude region? Because of the rarefication of the air in altitude region. Atmosphere pressure are inversely proportional. When the altitude increases, the atmosphere pressure will be decreases and vice versa. The next topic is the temperature. How does the temperature affect the atmospheric pressure? Okay, second factor is the temperature. The temperature and atmosphere pressure are inversely proportional. When the temperature increases, the atmosphere pressure will be decreases. When the temperature decreases, atmosphere pressure will be increases. See that in example. Here is the temperature and also atmosphere pressure. When the temperature is in increases, that atmosphere pressure will be decreases. When the temperature is decreases, the atmosphere pressure will be increases. So atmosphere pressure are inversely proportional. You can see that a lot of objects, a lot of things on the surface of the earth. Here is that so many objects on the surface of the earth. Every object will be expanded by the heating of the sun rays. Like that, the air also is set up, so it will be expanded and it leads to the less weight. The expanded air is ascending upwards, so there is no air, so that is why there is forms a lower pressure. Here is that humidity. Humidity is that third factor of affecting the atmospheric pressure. We have already discussed it 2 points. First one temperature, then altitude, then third one is the humidity. The third factor is the affecting atmosphere pressure is humidity. What is that humidity? How is related the atmospheric pressure? We can go to detail. Then humidity and atmospheric pressure are inversely proportional. How is that? Humidity and atmospheric pressure are inversely proportional. See that when the humidity, this is the humidity, an example. Here is that atmosphere pressure. When the humidity is increases, the atmosphere pressure will be decreases. When the humidity is decreases, the atmosphere pressure will be increases. So humidity and atmosphere pressure will be inversely proportional. What is the humidity? Do you know that? Humidity is the presence of water vapor in the atmospheric air. What is that humidity? Humidity is refers that content of the water vapor in atmospheric air. That is the humidity. The water vapor is lighter than the air. That is why it ascends upwards. It ascends, water vapor, it ascends upward because of it is a lighter weight. It is a light weight, so it ascends upwards. So it reaches the atmospheric air. So water vapor contained in the atmospheric air is that humidity is very more. Or what? If the water vapor contained in the atmospheric air is humidity is more, so there will be the atmosphere pressure will be decreases. See that in an example. Here is the two atmospheric condition or air picture are given here. First one is that the water vapor atmosphere here, that these dots are water vapor is more here, that so here that more water vapor are seen in the atmospheric air. So here is that humidity is very high, so there will be the atmosphere pressure will be decreases. That is water vapor is very less in the atmospheric air, so humidity is very less, so it will be the atmosphere pressure will be increases. These are the two atmospheric condition. One is that water vapor atmosphere, then another is a less water vapor condition. How does the water vapor reaches the atmosphere? See that here is that sun. The sun rays falls over the water. The water will be heats and it become evaporate and at last it turn that water vapor. The water become water vapor. The water vapor is very less weight than the air. So it ascends and reaches the water vapor in it. The water vapor is in atmosphere That is why the humidity is very high. The humidity, when the humidity is increases in the atmospheric air, the pressure will be decreases. When the humidity is decreases in the atmospheric air, then pressure will be increases. So these are the third factor. Humidity and atmospheric pressure are inversely proportional. Okay, let me see the another example. In India, how does the humidity is affecting the land? We can see an example of the Indian map. Here is that surrounded the ocean. The coastal area of India, there is a nearest of the oceans or water. So in the atmosphere of the coastal area, very high humidity, a lot of water vapor contain the coastal area of this land. So here is the high humidity that will be leads to less or low pressure, low atmospheric pressure on the coastal area. There is a farthest area. So here is that atmosphere. There is no water vapor. There is a less water vapor in the atmospheric air. So humidity is very less. That will be atmospheric pressure will be high in the center of this land. So humidity and humidity and atmospheric pressure are inversely proportional. So that is why the humidity and atmospheric pressure are inversely proportional. So these are the three factors are influencing the atmospheric pressure. What are the three factors that are influencing the atmospheric pressure changes in the surface of the earth? First one, altitudes, then temperature, then humidity. These are the main factors. This is an important part of the first area. Now we are completed the three factors that affecting the atmosphere pressure changes. Am I right? Yes. Today we are discussing the first part of this second chapter, the atmospheric pressure, and it's a subtopic. What are the subtopic are discussed today? We can recall, we can remember once again, please. The first one, we told that atmospheric pressure. Then second point that an instrument is used to measure the atmospheric pressure, that is a mercury barometer. Then of the atmosphere pressure unit is a millibar and a hectopascal. Then another topic is the high pressure and a low pressure. What is high pressure and a low pressure? Then our next point is the isobar. The last point today discussed that some factors that affecting the atmosphere pressure. First one, humidity, then altitude and the temperature. These are the main topics are discussed today itself. So we can see next video. Have a nice day. Thank you.